Welcome to Clearly College Park Business and Industrial Development Authority meeting on Thursday, July 9th, 2020, starting approximately at 6:35 p.m. I will now call the meeting to order. We will have roll call. Eleanor Cornelius, Chair.
Demetrius Taylor, Vice Chair.
Jamel McKenzie, Secretary Treasurer.
Aaron Arnold, BIDA.
And Lee, attorney for BIDA, without a picture.
Artie Jones, Executive Director, Clearly College Park.
Bianca Motley Broom, Mayor.
Ambrose Clay, Mayor Pro Tem.
Ken Allen, Councilman, Ward 3.
Leslie Zen, BIDA.
Renee Coakley, Main Street Manager for the City of College Park.
Julian Nabad.
Is that everyone?
Julian Nabad, Chair of Main Street Association, College Park.
Okay.
And Mercedes Miller, Executive Director for the fabulous Georgia International Convention Center and the Gateway Arena at College Park.
All right, thank you. And again, we would like to welcome our new BIDA member, Leslie Zen. Welcome.
Hey.
All right, at this time, we will review and have approval of our minutes. Let's review our minutes for our last meeting on May 14th, 2020. Any corrections?
None that I saw. I didn't see any correction, Madam Chair, that needed to be brought to the table.
Okay. So may I please have a motion to approve the minutes?
I move to approve.
Seconded.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Let's have review of special call BIDA meeting minutes on May 22nd, 2020. Any corrections?
None that I saw.
All right, very well. May I have a motion to approve?
Seconded.
And with Secretary Treasurer.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. All right. Any additions, deletions, amendments, or changes to the agenda? Oh, very good. Moving right along. New business. GICC update.
Let's see, at the GICC, we have new carpet in the ballroom. So we have 40,000 square feet of new carpet. It's already down. Today we had a commercial booked in the arena. Every weekend since June 1st, we've been doing basketball tournaments every Thursday through Sunday. And we have COVID testing every Tuesday. And we also contacted the National Association of Funeral Directors. So we've had about 8 services in the convention center. So business is coming back. It's just coming back slow. So we're being creative. We're also doing a lot of virtual dinners. So people are still ordering dinners. They're just having them shipped directly to the people, and then they can have their virtual banquets. So we're being creative.
Oh, wow, that's great.
All right, Mercedes, we thank you for your creativity. Thank you. All right, moving right along. Oh, I'm sorry.
Question.
Okay.
Mercedes, what did you say was happening in the arena?
We booked a commercial in the arena. They paid rack rate, so they wanted the floor down so they could shoot a commercial. So they're shooting a commercial in there.
A convention in the arena.
A commercial.
Oh, commercial.
Yes.
I didn't catch that. Thank you.
Yes, commercial.
Okay. Any other questions?
I don't have a question, but I do want to say again, happy birthday to Mercedes, and thank you for all that you're doing to keep our GICC going. And the
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a great team.
And the
Thank
team.
you, Mercedes. All right. Artie?
Yes. Moving on to regular reports.
Economic development reports, yes.
Okay. We'll start off with Renee.
Okay. You're gonna advance the slides?
Yes, I'll advance them on my end. Hold on one moment.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening.
Is it showing? How does it appear? Is it appearing?
It's just the front page of the report.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let me advance. Let me stop sharing.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah, all day.
Okay, let's see if it turns up. All right. All right, Renee, is it appearing?
Just the front page.
I wonder what the deal is. Okay, I got too many copies of this thing open. And kill that. All right. All right. You good now?
Now we just see, we don't have the screen share. We're not on share.
Oh,
Artie, put it in presentation mode and then share the screen and just do a click to advance.
Ah!
That's the first page.
okay.
All righty. So again, good evening, everyone. And I'm going to provide the Main Street and Virginia Avenue Business District update. During COVID, some of the Main Street and Virginia Avenue businesses decided to do a We Care project. And this was just the message that was put together. It went out all on social media, and I believe I sent it out by email. So you may have seen it already, but I just kind of wanted to share that, saying that there was some synergy and support of the businesses, saying that we are still strong and College Park will bounce back from this pandemic. So next slide.
This thing is just getting on.
And Julian's on there.
I see him.
I'll go ahead and talk about the next slide. Is no pictures. It's just the new businesses. So for May, we had a business relocation. Bole Ethiopian Restaurant has relocated to 1583 Virginia Avenue. They did a wonderful job in updating that building, and they're in their new home and doing very well right now. For June, we had several new businesses. We had Dust Yard General Trading Company. That's at 3755 Main Street. Zuby's Taco Kitchen has taken over 1509 Virginia Avenue, which is Space C. It used to be Mrs. Juanita's catering location. So we're on slide 4, Artie. Yeah. And then I think you have a earlier version because I added some more businesses, but we also have True Integrity on Virginia Avenue, the Forum, they've opened on Main Street. Enterprise Leasing Company of Georgia, they changed locations. They're now at 3891 Main Street. And then we have Atlanta Unbound Academy at 1743 Hardin Avenue. And then for the business update is what you're seeing right now. I just wanted to kind of give some insight on some things that's been happening for Main Street and Virginia Avenue. So the former Urban Foodie Feed Store location, I've been in contact with the realtor there, and we have 2 strong prospects for that building. So hopefully soon we'll have a new business there. The former 3831 Main Street was formerly known as Main Street Barbershop. That business has closed, and I'm sorry. Did someone have a question?
Oh no, I'm just saying. Really, I'm responding because I'm hearing this for the first time. So yeah.
Right, they were closed. Last conversation with Julian, I believe the property, because that's the same building where the Corner Grill is. That building owner may already have somebody for that location. So I don't have anything further than that business has closed. 3787 Main Street, was formerly the shoe department. We had a very good prospect in place for that building. And then COVID happened. So I talked to the property owner the other day. That business prospect has put their contract on hold until 2021. So he's open to negotiations again for someone to take the building right now, because he's really wanting to either sell it or lease it or do something with it. Right. And I had a meeting this week with a gentleman who's very interested in it. So he and Mr. DePrima are in conversation. So hopefully soon something is going to happen with that property. 3775 Main Street, the top floor over Nouveau, the restaurant. Harry Norman Realty has opened that location. 3725 Main Street, formerly Soul Crab Atlanta. The property owner there has an LOI on the property. So hopefully we'll have another restaurant in there soon. 1583 Virginia Avenue, formerly Black Girl Brunch Club. I just mentioned Bole Ethiopian restaurant has relocated there. And 1705 Virginia Avenue, Manchester Arms has closed, but the property has been purchased. So I am under the impression from the new owners that they're going to keep the name. The food menu may change just a little bit, but trying to stay clear to what Manchester Arms formerly had. So looking forward to them coming online really soon. And this happened during the pandemic as well. I just kind of wanted to highlight these 2 businesses because I thought it was a great thing that they did. Hattie Marie's on Main Street and Nouveau Bar and Grill both did graduation celebrations for the graduates. Hattie Marie's fed the entire graduating class from a local high school, and Nouveau, they were open for all graduates. My nephew from Marietta even came. He got wind of it, and they had each location had stars, and they were taking photographs, and it was just a great time during this time of crisis for the graduates who missed out on so much during their special time. So I just wanted to highlight those 2 businesses and thank them publicly before the BIDA board that happened. Then on the next slide, the Main Street board took it upon themselves and applied for a United Way grant, and we so graciously were awarded $10,000, and that money had to be used to support businesses because it was a pandemic relief fund. And so what our board, we decided to do was put together some back to work support kits. We put together almost 200 bags of hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes, masks, those kind of things. And we will be delivering those tomorrow to as many businesses that are open, and we want to just let them know that we are supporting them and we want to help everyone stay safe. So we'll be working on that tomorrow. I have the communications department online to take some photos and some videos of us as we go out and meet with some of the businesses on tomorrow. And lastly, couple meetings. Our next CPMSA board meeting is Wednesday, August 12th at 3 p.m. And then CPMSA is part of the Mural Committee that we put together. And we were awarded, the city was awarded 2 grants end of last year. And one of those grants was to put a mural on the auditorium building that's in the face that faces Main Street. And so this committee was put together to work on that mural. And then we've so far got a lot of traction on the last meeting. We have a mood board created with some exciting images. So hopefully we will have something to the muralists soon so that we can ultimately share that with the community for feedback and then go before mayor and council for approval. And then we will have a nice mural on that building. So that is the end of my update. If there are any questions.
Renee, I don't have a question, but I have some comments. I also want to thank you for, especially during this COVID pandemic, for all your hard work that you have given towards making sure. Is there something going on with the phones? Making sure that people, our businesses on Main Street.
Well, we got feedback.
It's somebody else's phone.
Somebody is watching it on YouTube or Facebook and has their mic on.
Is there any way we can mute? I guess we can't mute out everybody. Okay. But Renee, I wanted to just thank you for just all the support that you've given to the businesses on Main Street. You've really kept it advertising through social media, letting everybody in the community, know about what's going on in the restaurants and the businesses. And even myself as having a business on Main Street as well, keeping us all informed about everything that's going on. I just feel like, our businesses have been phenomenal in terms of reaching out to the community, and just want to thank you again for everything that you've done.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that.
All right. And continuing on with the director's report. The DRI, the Development of Regional Impact application, has been completed. And we have good marks from the Atlanta Regional Commission on the 6 West development. The rezoning of the 6 West development to PD plan development, that hearing is scheduled for July 20th. That's the next city council meeting. Since our last meeting, I guess approximately 5 weeks ago, we closed on the 2.35 acre Gateway site where a new hotel of approximately 260 rooms will be constructed. Also, the True by Hilton and the Home 2 Suites, the land disturbance permit will be issued on July 13th, on next week. These 2 hotels is also at the Gateway site. This is the site that we sold almost a year ago, and it's located right beside the Spring Hill Suites. This particular hotel will have approximately 320 rooms, have 2 different hotels in it, True by Hilton and Home 2 Suites, and also have a coffee shop. We have a variance hearing for the Diamond at College Park. That will be held on July 13th. The survey work for the entire 6 West development has been completed. So that was a huge project. Of course, Prime Engineering completed that task for us. The district plans, I believe everyone, at least all of the BIDA board members, have had the opportunity to actually to participate in the 6 West district plan meetings. What we're going to be doing is since we've completed with the district plans and we're reading through that report right now and making edits to it, that will be presented to the city council on August 3rd, the first meeting in August. The traffic study for the Gateway site mixed-use development is currently underway. That kicked off approximately 4 weeks ago and should be completed within the next 6 weeks. And the TAD application that we had submitted to the Fulton County Board of Education, we received a letter approximately about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago from the Board of Education saying that they were not considering any TAD funding at this time until January 2021. So Ed Wall and I are working on alternative methods for funding various projects within the 6 West development. And we'll be bringing those recommendations back to the City Council over the next 2 weeks and then have a formal presentation at a City Council meeting, probably the second City Council meeting in August. Are there any questions that anyone has?
No, sir.
No. Great information.
Great information. I do have a couple of questions regarding just some city stuff dealing with the routes, car rental. And I understand that that COVID has stopped a lot of production or whatever, but they still have been in business because they've been able to transport and move cars around and et cetera, et cetera. Are we responsible, or do we know when they're going to finish constructing whatever this building is they're trying to construct on their site? Remember, they had torn down the old Joe's on Sullivan restaurant, and then they started some kind of construction work. I guess it's supposed to be their offices because they're in they're in trailers and stuff right now. But do we know when they're supposed to finish that particular work? Or has anybody gone out there to inspect that or find out if they're up to codes?
Well, to answer that question, I do not know when they're going to be completed with that building. That's the chief building, the chief building officials department. What I will do is I will reach out to the chief building official and ask him how long is the permit good until, and what is a anticipated completion date, and I can email that out into the entire board.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Marty, what's the flag for the hotel at the 2.35 acres?
That's a good question. When I talked to the developer's name is Jupiter Development, and what I've suggested to them before they acquired the property is that we wanted some type of Hilton brand of hotel there, or I should say, I told them that we did not want a Marriott there, no Marriott brands. I just think that having a little bit of diversity at the Gateway site would be better than having all Marriott brands, and they didn't have an issue with it. But one great thing about that site is, in addition to them having 260 room hotel, they're going to have 10,000 square feet of retail there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good amount. That's 3 10,000 square foot retail spaces, as well as a 5,000 square foot restaurant. So that will be like I said, a great addition for the Gateway Center, being able to capture some of that traffic from the convention center business in general, as well as arena business in the future.
Thank you.
All right, but I'll ask them about that also. I'm quite sure they're probably narrowing that down by now. Brand of 2.
Are you finished, Artie?
Yes, any additional questions? Also, one thing that we did not mention is that we adopted the new logo for the 6 West, or for the Airport City development, which is 6 West. You see it here, and this is an example of a slide of I guess a banner. And then here's an example of the same logo on business cards, letterhead, signage, and also a coffee mug. We're going to be working with Dan Lee, the BIDA attorney, to get our logo copyrighted, so that no one else can utilize it, and we'll be off to the races next to actually put together a 6 West development site that will be everything 6 West. It'll talk about all the parcels that's available, have the district plan information, brokerage information, renderings, elevations, anything that would be needed. If somebody was interested about 6 West development, they would be able to get that information, and they'd also be able to make direct contact with city staff as well as brokers and current developers on the property. I'm done, Chair Lady Cornelius.
Thank you, Artie.
All right.
Any other questions for Artie? Okay. Other issues. I just have a comment here. I would be remiss if I did not thank our attorney, Danny, for facilitating our workshop session. I think he did a great job. And with that being said, I would like to ask the board if we would like for him to update our bylaws and bring it up to code, including the new resolution. And if he would do that and provide a preview for us before we send it to print or make copies.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we going to vote on? You want to vote on this?
I'm
Or?
asking if, what do you all think about it? Is that something we need to do at this point? I just want to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Mayor?
I want to make sure that I understand. It's an incorporation of the most recent resolution on the state level that it gets incorporated into the bylaws, so everything is uniform. Is that correct?
Correct.
I believe that's what I was stating, yes.
Okay, I'm all for that.
Okay, great. All right, Aaron, I didn't hear from everyone.
Oh, no, I said absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So do we need to,
do I need
is
a
that a
motion
vote?
for that, Dan?
Okay.
Dan, do I need a motion for that?
It's up to you. I mean, I can follow this direction, and
It's not needed.
Dan, you said it's not needed?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. All right, at
Thank
this time, pardon me?
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
The compliment.
And also, thank you for the great breakfast as well. Okay, moving right along. May I please have a motion to come out of regular session and to go into executive session to discuss real estate and possible litigation?
So moved by Secretary Treasurer.
Seconded by Vice Chair.
Very good. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
nays? Motion carried. Thank you.
All right. So let me see. So James, I'll give you a call back when we are ready to go back into regular session.